Hello. Hi. Here we are. Sorry, a little bit late. Yeah, quite a few technical difficulties as usual. A few changes. Experimenting with a webcam. But just now I look, the webcam's up there and you're here. So if I look, I don't know, that's maybe going to be a little off putting for you if you're watching. Um, anyway, and then a last minute scramble. Yeah, tricky little things that just designed to catch you out. So we tested. We were just testing the stream at the original location, and actually it went live. And of course, once it's gone live, you can't retract that. So we stopped it, and that's it. That address has been used, and it's like, oh, that's the address that everybody's going to go to. Anyway, if you found me here, you followed the trail. That's just designed to weed out the less committed. You've made it, and I've made it, and here we are for a little bit of time together. So I'm really happy to be here, coming to you from Totnes in Devon, out to the world. So welcome. It's the fourth live stream. Yeah, it's been quite a journey since live stream 3, and what's taken up a lot of that time is doing a website. And the address you can see is along the piano. It is. Shall I show you it now? I know I'm chatting away. We'll get started in a minute, but it just gives everybody time to follow that trail and get here and settle in. So yes, since the last time we were all together, I set up a website, and it is philoguk.wixsite.com/Devon. Can you guess what this is? It's just gone off picture. Devon Dreams. So it's philoguk with no H in it. .wixsite.com/Devon Dreams. But I'll big that up later as we go as well, and probably all of you know that already because that's how you're here. Okay, without further ado then, let me have a look at the chat. Whoa, so many people already. Julia was first off the grid, coming from Glasgow, I think. How fantastic. We have Fern coming from even further away, from the States. It's so amazing. And you've had your pancakes, rice flour with coconut milk, sugar and lime. How delicious. Maurice, fantastic as well. That's lovely. We've talked about this long enough, and here we are, and really happy you could make it. Alex, brilliant. Yes, there you are after all. How lovely. Christine from the Northeast, that is great. Watch out. And John, also from around the corner. Ben, oh, this is lovely. Meeting of the clans. Great stuff. Lovely to see you all. So you probably know that the theme of today is kind of a double theme, because today, this very day, seems to be the day when everything is happening at once. It's Lunar New Year. It's also Mardi Gras, and Sarah's birthday, and there's lots of things on this one, obviously very auspicious day. So I thought a good theme, a good inspiration for some music choices would be to follow Lunar New Year and to bring in Mardi Gras as well, and see if we can fit the two together and discover some common features between the two. So Ruth also, hi, that's great, don't worry, lovely, you're here. Yeah, so, oh, and there's going to be a few tunes today. It's going to be quite an eclectic mix, but there will be some tunes that are quite join-inable, and be lovely if you would like to raise your voices in a chorus or even add an instrument. I'm thinking, well, maybe for some of the marching band, New Orleans type music, some brass instruments might be good, or some percussion. So even if you don't have an instrument to hand, you can always go into the kitchen, get the old saucepan lids and shaker, bean shakers, and find something to join in with. And let us know as you are doing how it's all sounding out in the world. Right, that's 10 minutes of been talking, so let's turn our attention to the music on this special night. So many people will be celebrating tonight, even though I guess this year in New Orleans it will be very muted. People will be making the most of the situation and celebrating Mardi Gras. And in China and Vietnam and many countries of Asia, they are in the midst of their New Year celebrations. It's the year of the ox, just beginning. So in company with all of those people celebrating tonight, let's join them. And what better place to start than heading down to New Orleans? This is a song, it's an old Paul Simon song, and he definitely had the right idea. It's called Take Me to the Mardi Gras. Please join in if you know it. Here we go. Come on, take me to the Mardi Gras, where the people sing and play, where the dancing is elite and there's music in the street both night and day. Hurry, take me to the Mardi Gras, in the city of my dreams. Your laws. You can wear your summer clothes in New Orleans. And I will lay my burden down, rest my head upon that shore. When I wear my starry crown, take your burdens to the Mardi Gras. Let the music wash your soul. You can mingle in the street. You can jingle to the beat of Jelly Roll. Tumba, 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 Mardi Gras. Tumba, tumba, tumba day. Turn. Oh, can I hear that kitchen orchestra? Rest my head upon that shore. When I wear my starry crown, like you're in New Orleans now. So, great. Thanks so much. We've got Sue also joined us. Brilliant. Hi. Oh, and Alex is saying he had some at the green table. I wonder what? Pancakes? Could be pancakes. Yeah. Oh, good, good. Percussion. Percussion is starting to come in. Yeah. Kitchen cabinet. Percussion is just what we like to hear. Okay, so that's New Orleans. Now, the other half of tonight's session is looking east towards Asia and the Lunar New Year. And in China, so many people will be celebrating, and probably so many people will be singing this song, because I think on any given day in China, many people, countless people, will sing this song. It's a very famous melody in China. It was recorded by Teresa Teng, and if you look on YouTube, like, there's loads of versions of it, but each one has got like 5 million views. So it's a melody. I'm not going to sing it in Chinese. I'm just going to play a melody. And the English title for this melody is "The Moon Represents My Heart." So here we go, heading east. Go. That was "The Moon Represents My Heart," sung by Teresa Teng. Great. Let's have a look. Oh, this is so brilliant. Samantha's here. Tremendous stuff. The Egg Shakers come out. Julia. Ben's going for the guitar. This is going to be great. A ukulele disaster. And Shizuka from Japan. How amazing. I wonder what instrument you're going to add. Okay. So, next is a song that I wrote, I wrote in Hong Kong. So I really wanted to write something specially for tonight. It was my aim that for each live stream I'd write a song. But because of doing the website, fearloguk.wixsite.com/DevonDreams, and one thing or another, it hasn't quite happened this time. So, but I do have a song that was inspired by being on a trip in Asia. And this was, on a trip to Hong Kong. I'll tell you a bit later, maybe, about what I was doing in Hong Kong and what took me there. But amidst all the bustle of the busy city, amongst the high rise and the commercial districts, you often stumble upon a little temple just through a little passageway. It was probably there before everything else that came around it. And this was a moment of stepping into a neighborhood temple. I think actually it was quite a famous temple, I found out. I think it was probably Man Mo Temple. But stepping in and leaving the outside world behind and stepping into a world of incense, smoke, and sunlight catching on gilded fixtures. Very, very, very memorable. And there was a child who obviously belonged there, moving about the temple. And it was all those mix of feelings and observations that went into this song. So the song is called Temple Child. I hope you like it. And it's great to have Catherine and Roger along too. Brill. Inside this temple to a world of perfect grace. Growing up surrounded by the smell of ages, cleaning out the candles, turning dusty pages, mystery and oranges around the Buddha's throne. Without a trace, appearing moments later in the least expected place, a shaft of sunlight gliding over your sweet face. Strange and mysterious upbringing. And in the end, although we find that everybody is alone, this temple child gave us a feeling we belong. Go. Nice memory. A long time ago that was, that I was in Hong Kong. Great. I think time for a sip of something. I wonder what you have with you tonight. Lunar New Year, Mardi Gras. Pancakes are definitely coming to the fore. I can really see that on the food front. And yeah, I had such a lovely meal here on Friday nights. So big hello to Amber and Toby. Thanks so much for really plunging into the spirit of things and cooking. And we had Chinese pancakes and Mardi Gras kebabs. They were fantastic. And if you go to the website, you will find a special food and drink page with the full recipe, a couple of photographs, and yeah, more coming all the time onto the site. So do have a look. Right. So what have I got today? We tried this out the other evening, following the pancakes. Special edition, very suitable packaging, red and gold. It is special delivery from Whittards by royal appointment. This one is milk oolong. This was really nice, very very nice. You don't get very much in the packet, but it really kind of blossoms. The leaves really expand, and that was really good, very subtle. We enjoyed that. But here, actually, I think I'm going to go for this, which is actually this is kind of stolen. Don't tell Jake, my flatmate, from the this is Cornish lager. So cheers. In case you want to know. There we go. I should be getting sponsorship for this, shouldn't I? Okay, great. So where are we? So here's one for you. So this is a song. I wanted to do something. It's the year of the ox, and so I was thinking of a song to do with ox or bull or cow, and I came across this song. It's an English song, English folk song, dated around 1880, when, as there is periodically, there was a kind of movement, a sort of push to reform land ownership and to address poverty, rural poverty. So there was a movement, and their kind of slogan, their demand was 3 acres and a cow for every household. And that would be a kind of optimum amount that everybody could live with that. So to replace the basically the slave labor with something where people had a stake and had something of their own. That was the plan. So the song is called 3 Acres and a Plough, 3 Acres and a Cow, and there's a chorus, so you'll pick it up very quickly. And I think we'll have an instrumental verse as well for the kitchen orchestra, or guitar would be lovely. I'm going to play it in the key of C. There's basically only 3 chords, C, F and G pretty much. I might throw 1 or 2 things in extra. So please feel free to make this one a real folk. It's a folk song sung by, folk. So here we go. And I think this one would suit my friend over here. Okay, here we go. As you probably know, my lockdown friend, my lockdown project to teach myself the banjo. Well, you can judge for yourself how well that's gone. Oh, Christine's drinking Blonde Star. That is a blast from the past. Wow. Okay. 3 Acres and a Cow. Here we go. Please join in. You've heard a lot of talk about 3 acres and a plough. Cow. It's 3 acres and a cow, not a plough. Okay, start again. Sorry. You've heard a lot of talk about gives a man a starving wage to work on their estate. The land's been stolen from the poor, and those that have it now, they do not want to give us 3 acres and a cow. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. Do you think they'd ever want to give 3 acres and a cow when they can get a man to work, low wage to drive the plough? To live at all we have to work from daylight until dark, so the Lord can have his bulls and cows a-grazing in his park. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. Instrumental. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. But now there is a pretty go in all the country through. The workers all they want to know what the government it will do. What we have been looking for, I wish they'd give it now. We're sure to lift if they only give 3 acres and a cow. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. If all the land in England was divided out quite fair, there would be chance for everyone to earn an honest share. Well, some have 1,000-acre farms that they have got somehow, but I'll be satisfied to get 3 acres and a cow. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. Don't you wish you had it now? 3 acres and a cow. Oh, I will want for nothing when I get my land and cow. Thank you very much. So no more banjo. It's safe to come out if you're banjo phobic. Right, what is next? Okay, so it's back to the States. And for some reason, this song made me think of New Orleans and Mardi Gras. And then when I looked closer at it, it's not really about New Orleans. It's more about San Francisco. But actually, it's about the whole wonderful legacy of music that comes to us, I guess, from the States. There are those centers, maybe those musical pilgrimages, places where music's kind of moved on to the next. Popular music has really, really shone and developed. So this song mentions a few of those places, including New Orleans has its own line. So the song is famously recorded by Bill Withers, but this is one that he actually didn't write. It was written by Joe Sample. And the name of the song is Soul Shadows. Soul Shadows. I'm doing it in D minor. I don't know it terribly well. hope you like it. San Francisco morning coming clear and cold. Don't know if I'm waking or I'm dreaming. Riding with Fats Waller on the Super Chief. He said music's real, the rest is seeming. Oh, he played feelings that won't go away. Left the sound of his soul in the air. I can hear it out there, and I know he left those soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Standing by the window as the fog rolls in, I swear I can hear a far-off music. Jelly Roll is playing down in Storyville. Satchmo wailing somewhere in Chicago. Coltrane reaching for the notes his mind can hear. They'll remain a part of all that I know. Oh, they played feelings that won't go away. Left the sound of their souls in the air. I can hear them out there, and I know they left those soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. You ought to heard him play feelings that won't go away. Left the sound of their souls in the air. You can feel it out there, and I know they left those soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. One more time. Soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Soul shadows on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Hey, great timing, Kevin. I just clocked your message came in. I thought, brilliant. This is Kevin will be off with this one. I can picture you dancing around your room. Lovely stuff. Great stuff. We've got a carrot banging on stainless steel bowl. That sounds like that could be good. That could be very, that's kind of mixed textures together. Great. So, where are we going now? We are heading back to Asia. And it's just a short instrumental piece I'd like to play. Because I suppose, I don't know, I was just pulled to Asia many years ago now. And yeah, just that thing where you just can't get enough of this wonderful discovery. And one of my ways into that was film, was Asian films, and in particular, this one. This is a film. So I think I went to see this when it came out, and it came out in the year 2000. I went to see it at Brixton Rio Cinema. Jules has just gone, but she knows it well. And yeah, it made a big impression. Obviously, I have the DVD, and basically, it took me to Hong Kong. This film is very much set in Hong Kong, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And there's a scene at the end also that takes the characters to Cambodia and to Angkor Wat. It's a stunning, stunning scene, and I just knew that I wanted to go. Hi, Christian. So I just dug this out today, and look inside. I opened it up, and inside there are various cuttings about the film. But look, I also found, I'd totally forgotten about this. So when I went to Hong Kong, I did a little bit of a trail. The director of this film, Wong Kar-wai, I love all his films, and they're all mostly set in Hong Kong. So I did a bit of a trail, and there's a famous scene in this film where the couple go to a restaurant. It's so beautiful, the colours and the food on the plate. Anyway, I found out that it is a real restaurant, and it still exists, or it did when I went. It's called the Goldfinch Restaurant. And look, in the case is... I'd totally forgotten that was in the box. It's a napkin from Hong Kong Goldfinch Restaurant, as seen in one of my favourite films, In the Mood for Love. So one of the things that makes it so special is the music. It's got a great soundtrack. There's some Nat King Cole, and there's also some beautiful original music. And so I'm going to play just the kind of closing theme. It's a very yearning theme, and this is the music that finishes the film. And the backdrop is Angkor Wat, and the camera just pans slowly across the frontage of the temples, and this music is playing. And when I went to Angkor Wat, inspired by this film, I kind of did a retake of that in my mind and panned my vision and just had this music in my head. So this is just taken from the soundtrack. It's quite simple and short. So it's the closing theme from In the Mood for Love. There we go. On the soundtrack, it's actually played by a cello. Okay, so staying with that kind of very evocative side of being in Asia, I'm going to move on to a couple of songs now. Yeah. Okay, yes. So this is a song. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Carol. That is lovely. Christian in the house. Ruth, Maurice. Thank you so much. It's really, really exciting. I feel like I'm talking too much tonight, but it's really lovely having you all here. I hope you're feeling a little bit of the New Year sparkle. We have the piano kind of decorated, and try to put red things around as much as possible. So it's really great to share the evening with you. Of course, we can't play live. Everybody missing doing music, going to listen to live music. And this seemed like the next best thing. And do have a look at the website, because one lovely thing that I hope with the website is that like other voices will go on there as well, and people can comment, but also perhaps put up material. We've already started with the recipes. So yeah, anyway, there's quite a lot up there already, and do go and check it out. I will read it out one more time. So it's Philog UK, with no H in there, philoguk.wixsite. That's WIXSITE. Wix is the web building page software that I used. It's good. philoguk.wixsite.com/Devon Dreams. Okay, great. So, quick sip of Cornish lager. Cheers to you. Are you drinking anything special? We've got the what's it called? You see, it's so long since I've been in the Northeast. We Anarchy Blonde Star on the go. I wonder what else is going. Anything local? Carol says she can't wait to check out the film. Yeah, it's a good one. So 2 songs, or 2.5. Oh, Prosecco. Gotta be. 2 songs, 2 and a bit songs. So the first one is a song by my favourite songwriter, one of my absolute favourite songwriters. That's Laura Nyro. She wrote a song called Upstairs by a Chinese Lamp. And again, I think it just this magic of another culture, really, and of just getting a little glimpse, perhaps behind a curtain. And I'm going to go from that into a song by Suzanne Vega. They have New York in common, and perhaps they have more than that in common. They're sort of powers of observation. And the Suzanne Vega song is called Fancy Poultry, and it's about visiting a market in New York and all the different food and different culture kind of on display. I've just got a little quote about Laura Nyro by Suzanne Vega. This is on the back of the Laura Nyro's album New York Tenderbury. So it's a quote by Suzanne Vega about Laura Nyro. Laura's music made you feel happy and sad and wise all at once. It was deeply heartfelt urban music about sex and death and love. She made ordinary things like the weather or the Hudson River or children playing in the street glow with a spiritual energy. New York was to Laura Nyro what the Moors were to Emily Bronte. Wild, romantic, untamable, and I loved her for it. Spot on, Suzanne. Yeah, and I'm just going to, just as I was working on these two songs, I had this other, like a little melody was going in my head, and it's like, what is that? It was just beyond grasp, and then I got it. It's a song from a completely different context, and I wonder if anybody can recognize it. There'll be just one line. I'm going to begin with it, and then on the junction of the two songs, it's going to drop back as well. It just sort of fitted over the chords. But its meaning as well of this line about love, I just thought I'll include this because it just struck me that these two songs, Upstairs by a Chinese Lamp and Fancy Poultry, they both observe a different culture sort of in our midst, in a city, New York in this case. And what a delight and opportunity that is for all of us to have that. And it just struck me that perhaps when you're faced with something unfamiliar, a different culture, there's kind of two ways you can approach it. You can approach it with kind of fear, or I don't want to get involved, that's not my thing. Or you can approach it with love. And this little line from another song that I dropped in, I thought worked because that's the way to approach these things, and then everything becomes, a source of learning and sharing. So enough talk, here we go. This is Upstairs by a Chinese Lamp, going into Fancy Poultry with a little bit of something else. Market in the cool white morning, merchants sell and buyers buy. Milk, tobacco, soap and matches sweep the floor while the dishes dry. Spring whispered in her ear, like soft Mediterranean railing. Sleepy woman by the window, dreaming in the morning air of the one who takes her sweetness by her Chinese lamp upstairs. China tea. You could hear the woman sing in the soft flames of spring. Spring has swept the scarlet side streets, winds caress, undress, invite. Upstairs by a china lamp, they softly talk in the cool spring night. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, in the iron-bound section near Avenue L, where the Portuguese women come to see what you sell. The clouds so low, the morning so slow, as the wires cut through the sky. Beams and bridges cut the light on the ground into little triangles. The wheels run round through the dust and the heat, the light and sweet coffee color of her skin, bound up in wire and fate, watching her walk him up to the gate in front of the iron-bound schoolyard. Kids will grow like weeds on a fence. She says they look for the light. They try to make sense. They come up through the cracks like grass on the tracks. She touches him goodbye. She steps off the curb into the street. The blood and the feathers near her feet, into the iron-bound market. Blimey, that was an epic. I didn't I was like 10 minutes or something. Goodness me. Thank you so much. I hadn't really tried it as a run like that. Thank you very much. Okay. We're on to the G and T's. That's a very, very good time to have reached. And a Mardi Gras song in New Orleans by Alain Toussaint. I don't know if I do. Could be a nice one, Carol. I'd like to hear you play it. Christian's on the water. Good man. Yeah, lovely stuff. Okay, so now it's really time to get going with the marching band. It's back to New Orleans. And a little medley of famous New Orleans marching tunes. So, tin cans, shakers, anything you've got to hand at the ready. Here's a little bit of By and By, and that will take us into, not Down by the Riverside, that's coming later. When the Saints come marching, When the Saints Go Marching In. So I'm sure you know that. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Spoons and knees. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. One more time. When the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in. Can't stop. When the saints go marching in. Great. They sound like lyrics to another song. Got my spoons, got my knees. I got rhythm. Ah, right. Okay, so the madness is starting to step in, isn't it? Right, this one is also madness. Well, the thing was, this year, all these celebrations, Mardi Gras and Lunar New Year, will all have been somewhat muted. And imagine, normally for Lunar New Year, fireworks would be a really big part of the celebrations. And I guess this year, none of that can have happened. I was thinking of doing the song Indoor Fireworks by Elvis Costello. It's on the Spotify list. If you go to the website, somewhere it's a bit hard to find, but there's a link to a little Spotify playlist that I made for tonight's show. Some of the songs that didn't get into the live stream, including that song Indoor Fireworks. But there is quite a famous song called Firework. I'm just like, am I really going to do this song? It's for like teenagers, but well, why not? So lighters, mobiles at the ready. This is a Katy Perry song called Firework. And she sang it at the inauguration, didn't she? It was like the grand finale was this song. Apparently, I heard it's inspired by On the Road by Jack Kerouac, although I haven't worked that out yet. Anyway, Firework is the song, so yeah, please enjoy this anthem. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? And do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like a firefly. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go, gonna leave them all in awe. You don't have to feel like a waste of space. You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew just what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe the reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time you'll know. You just gotta ignite the light and let shine. Just own the night like a firefly. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go wild as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go, It's always been inside of you. Now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let them watch your worth. Make them go wild as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go on. You're gonna leave them all in awe. Boom, 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 even brighter than the moon. It's always been inside of you. Now it's time to make it true. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go wild. Gonna leave them all in awe. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go on. Leave them all in awe. Well, there you go. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight for the fourth lockdown, coming to you live from Follerton Towers in Totnes. Great to have so many people from all over the country, all over the world, indeed. Yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. So, see you again. The next one will be March the 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day, so no surprises what the theme will be. St. Patrick's and the music of Ireland. That feels like quite a big one in all the cultures of the world that have kind of music integral in them. Ireland is one of them, so one of the big ones. So please come back again on the 17th of March and look out on the website, which is philoguk.wixsite.com/Devon Dreams for more information about that and hopefully lots of other little features. I'm really enjoying putting pictures and looking at your comments on the web page on the website. Okay, anything left to say before we do our final number? I think that's it. Please take care and stay positive. Stay enjoying the music. It really, it's the saving grace, isn't it? So we're going to go out. So far, I've managed to keep a little thread. Every lockdown live stream so far, he said, while pouring a beer over himself, has had a song featuring the banjo, and it's also had a song written by Tom Waits. And I'm going to try and keep up both of those traditions. And going to go out tonight with the Tom Waits song, but it kind of morphs into a song for us to all join in with. I think this is the closing track from, I think it's from Rain Dogs. It's called Anywhere I Lay My Head. And on the record, Tom goes out to the song and then suddenly it's like a New Orleans marching band has just walked through the studio, and there's this exuberant ending to the album that could have been quite a kind of closed, really somber ending. It's just lifted by this band who just come waltzing in and do this tune. So please join me again with kitchen orchestra, anything you have to hand at the ready, and we'll go out with this one. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Kevin, Alex, Ruth, Ben. See you all again soon. Okay. My head is spinning around. Feels like my heart is down in my shoes. Set out to set the world on fire, but now it's time to come back and down. She's laughing up her sleeve, my boys. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, and anywhere that I lay my head, I'm gonna call my home. I see the world is turned upside down. Seemed like my pockets were filled up with gold, but then the clouds covered everything over, and the wind is blowing cold. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Lovely stuff. Roger, Carol. I'll have a proper read of the chat afterwards. Thank you so much. Do visit the website. I will see you all next time on the 17th of March. Until then, take care. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.